Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantech Markets for Thursday the 6th of March. The handover that we've been given from the Asian session has been fairly positive in terms of equities, but fairly neutral in terms of currency pairs. The Wall Street indices were actually fairly flat last night. That came on the back of the Fed's beige book, which sort of highlighted that the severe weather conditions in the States were actually impacting on the consumer trends and the also retail as well. So that held back the markets in on Wall Street trading, but the Asian trading hours saw fair amount of risk appetite actually into these markets. Dollar yen, sorry, the weakening of the yen has helped push the Nikkei strongly higher, percent and up 1.6% there on the Nikkei. So that was a strong trend, but there was still some liquidity being drained out of the Chinese economy, where 70 billion yuan coming out of that. So that has also sort of held back certainly Chinese equities overnight, but certainly the Japanese equities were very positive, and that has helped the European Open as well. FTSE up 0.4%, DAX up 0.4%, the CAC up 0.7%. So some strong early trading from the European bourses. However, the in front of what is going to be a fairly, potentially a fairly volatile day for these currencies, certainly for the euro and sterling. You've got the central bank meeting today, for the Bank of England and also the ECB. Bank of England is at 12 o'clock GMT. The ECB announces its rates at 12:45. However, both are likely to stand pat on their rate or monetary policy. But more interestingly, certainly for the ECB, will be the Mario Draghi's press conference at 1:30 this afternoon. Certainly in light of the positive consumer price index number that came out on Friday. However, the producer prices index, which is the factory gate inflation, was disappointing. Still showing still showing price declines in the eurozone. So some interesting questions that Draghi will have to field, I think, in that press conference. But certainly in light of these two rate decisions today, my chart of the day is going to be euro sterling. Euro sterling remains under pressure, I think, certainly on a medium-term basis. The pressure is the downside. The down trends all remain intact. The RSI continues to fall over under 50. MACD lines are firmly camped below the zero neutral line. So the outlook remains pretty negative, and certainly one at which investors seem to be selling into strength. On the intraday, you see that a little bit further, where you've got this actually in the last day or so, you've got these moving averages which have all converged to turn down in bearish sequence, which is certainly not certainly not a positive outlook on that. Suggests that downside pressure is there. You're also finding now resistance underneath this 82.20 mark, which historically, I've pointed out before, has been around about the a decent pivot level for this chart, and certainly one at which the euro sterling tends to turn around on. So that's once more finding resistance around about there. What I'd be using is any volatility which is likely to happen around about these central bank meeting decisions today. Maybe use that volatility. Certainly, if you get a spike higher in euro sterling, maybe towards that 82.50 mark, maybe use that as a chance to sell, because that seems to be a fairly decent resistance there around 82.50, maybe up towards 82.60. I think that would be a chance to sell, I think, on this chart, as I think certainly on suggesting on the daily chart, downside potential is certainly greater in this chart, and there's a downside bias going on. Anyway, that is euro sterling, set to be a volatile one today for euro sterling, so watch out. As I said, around 12 o'clock noon for UK time for the Bank of England, 12:45 for the ECB, and the 1:30 press conference for Draghi as well. So I wish you good luck when you're trading on euro sterling, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.